welcome to today's video. I know you didn't recognize me. I changed my hair. Oh yeah, I changed my hair. I don't know, man, you know, they say you need to change your life, change your hair. So here I am, I changed my hair. I was FaceTiming with my sister this morning and she said she wanted to see like a brown smoky eye. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do today. So if you wanna see the look that I come up with, just keep on watching. I'm taking my concealer on the back of my hand. I'm going to be taking my little flat synthetic brush. I'm just gonna start carving out my brows. And just going to be dragging that down all over the lid. And whatever's left over, I always drag down the center of my brows just because I tend to get a lot of redness there. Sometimes I'll even put some like in here because I do get some redness through the brows as well. I'm just gonna dab at that with my finger just to pick up any excess product. You could do this with a beauty sponge as well, but I haven't wet mine and I don't feel like getting up yet. I do just want to have my brows mapped out. I'm actually going to go in and prime my eyes as well. So I think for today's eyes, I'm going to be using both of the Jaclyn Hill palettes. I want to try to get as much use of the neutrals in the Volume 2 palette. For the look that I'm going for, I do want it to be slightly more on the cool side, and this one is very, I'd say more like warm. So yeah, I am going to be using a little bit of the darker shades from the original Jaclyn Hill palette. I'm going to be taking Perfectionist, just dabbing at that one, and a little bit of Certified. Okay, and I'm just going to start putting this above my crease and slightly winging it up towards the brow. I'm going back and forth with those shades, just kind of building up the crease and bringing it all the way into the inner corner. Now I'm going in with a smaller little blending brush. This one is by e.l.f. and I'm going to be picking up G Money, which is kind of like, I don't know, like a mustardy brown. Like in the same shape that we went in with the first shades, but just a little bit lower. Swinging that up just a little bit. A lot of the times when I'm doing my eyeshadow, I'll tilt my head back and look down, just because I do have very hooded lids and this helps me have the flattest surface. I'm gonna go in with the first brush and just kind of lightly go over both of those. So jumping into the original Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm going to be taking the shade Mocha. Taking this smaller brush, the one that's like a little bit more flat and it has a bit of an angle to it. And I'm just going to use that tip of it and come right underneath and kind of carve out that shape. I'm being very light-handed since this shade is very pigmented. So once I get kind of like the general shape of what I want, I'm gonna brush off all the excess. I'm going to start buffing that shade out just lightly. I'm gonna go back in with that same little brush and I'm gonna be picking up G Money and then going right over that. So I have something like that. I'm gonna be going back in with the little e.l.f. brush and I'm not picking up any more product. And I'm gonna go right over those lines and blend it out further. I'm holding my brush kind of down just because I don't want to blend above that line. If it gets on the lid, I don't mind too much since I am gonna be concealing it afterwards. But right now, I just rather keep it more on the flat side. And just blend right on that line. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of G Money just on the tip of that brush. Just look straight forward and blend right on that line. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of concealer just to clean up that crease a little bit. My creases cut and I'm gonna go into the first Jaclyn Hill palette with that same shade that we used to cut the crease. I'm applying it to the inner and outer third of the lid. So for the outer third, this guy, I am gonna start out here. So now I'm going to be taking kind of like larger flat synthetic brush and I'm going to be going into SBN with Obsessed, which is right next to it, and I'm just gonna pack it, both of those on my brush, and I'm gonna apply it right there. This is going in with it dry. I'm not even, wetting my brush or anything. I'm just kind of like turning my brush on its side just to kind of blend that slowly into that dark brown. Brush that I was using, and I'm just going to pick up G Money one more time and lightly go over those edges. I'm gonna pop back into the second palette, and I'm going to be picking up Ride or Diamonds. And I'm just going to lightly press this in the center. So this is what I have so far. My camera's acting up, so I wasn't able to film any of that. I'll list the products that I used down below. I completed today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!